Hi, everybody. Father Billy Clark here. My website, www.thefourthhealing.com, all spelled out in one word, TheFourthhealing.com. There you'll find a lot more information, especially on today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about house blessings and is your home haunted? It's a big one. Not big in terms of worldly stuff, but big as things to pay attention to. More people have problems in their home than what they're aware of, or more have written it off as just things in the home without full understanding. There has been precedents for blessing way back, even in the Old Testament, just as God commanded the Israelites with the Passover. In Exodus chapter 12, verse 21, God told them to take the blood of the Passover lamb and put it on the top and both sides of the doorframe to bless their home so that destruction would not enter into it. And we also see in Ezekiel chapter 45, verse 18, when he's talking about blessing the altar in the temple, this is what the sovereign Lord says. In the first month on the first day, you're to take a young bull without deficit and purify the sanctuary. The priest is to take some of the blood of the sin offering and put it on the doorposts of the temple, on the four corners of the upper ledge of the altar, and on the gateposts of the inner court. Blood was used in the Old Testament as a way to purify, and then in the New Testament through Christ, through the salvation of mankind. These days, when doing a house blessing, we use four things. We use the Blessed Sacrament, which is the body and blood of Christ. We use salt that has been blessed. And we use holy water. The body and blood together are the blessed Eucharist and the blessed wine, the holy water, and the blessed salt. Four things. And, the oil, the blessed oil too. And we anoint on the door itself, on the sides of the door, above the door. And we take the holy water and put it in places and ask for God to bless it. And that anything there that is not of light and love be removed. So let's backtrack a little bit. How do you know if your house needs a blessing? Well, first off, it's very easy to notice if it is the unholy themselves coming at you. They will go for a place of fear and intimidation. You'll have nightmares. Especially they will come after the little children. They will try to not only disturb their sleep when God is utilizing them for bigger things, but also make it very challenging for them. Remember, the little ones, all those around 5 and under, can still see and hear the other side. So they may repeat things that are from the unholy. They may also repeat things that are from the holy. So not everything supernatural is from the unholy, but you'll notice the things that are from the unholy angels when they have that place of fear and intimidation with them. Sometimes there may be scratches. Sometimes people may see dark figures or hear things, hearing their name called, or even hearing an infant crying. An infant crying is a big one that the unholy use. And know that God takes all the little ones 5 and under right away when they die. So if that's the case, how can there be an infant crying? That's what the unholy look to manipulate people with, is that same place of creating a problem, preying on people's compassion, letting them think that it's a little baby that needs help, and it is not. It is the unholy themselves, looking to come into that home and to weaken that person, to create such a big hole in their free will that they're easily entered into, manipulated, and used for what the unholy want to use them for, which is destruction and death, not only for themselves, but for other people. So house blessing is a little bit bigger than what we think about. It's a place of brightening and ensuring that we have a wonderful, peaceful place to live. Some places to recognize when there's difficulty is strife in relationships, struggle between husband and wife, a lot of yelling, screaming, saying things that you don't mean to say without realizing it. You can fall prey to the manipulations of the unholy as well. It's almost the old story where we have the good angel on one shoulder and the bad angel on the other shoulder, one whispering good things, the other whispering bad things. The unholy try and create such a scenario of darkness around you that you think the only way you can get your point across is to say the hurtful thing. And in doing that, you're paying attention to the unholy angel and not to the holy. But God has faith in us. And through this place of his faith in us, we can grow stronger in faith and ask that our homes be brighter and be blessed. So, if someone's having difficulty in the home, if they're seeing things that shouldn't be there, if they're having nightmares, especially the little ones, if they're repeating things that aren't good, or if there's a lot of strife or significant health issues within the family, that too can be caused by the unholy. So get your home blessed. You can ask your local priest to do it. And I highly suggest somebody who's not only well-versed in prayer as the priest, but someone who's ordained in the line of apostolic succession. For if they're going to go into battle against the unholy angels, they really need that ordination in place. That line of apostolic succession is the same one that's been passed down through Christ to the apostles and throughout so many that have served. Knowing that, when you're in that line of apostolic succession, you've got the big guns working for you. And they will do the hard work. And all we need to do is have the faith. So say you're somewhere where a priest can't come to you. You can grab some holy water from the local church, and you can bless your place. Through your faith, you can brighten your home. I highly suggest this to everybody because we all have the authority, and we forget this sometimes, but we have the authority to claim our home for love, to claim our home for God, and to let God be the place to come into our home, and only God's love. And anything that's not of God, remember, it's not of love, and it's not for you. So you can ask God to remove anything that's not of his love in your home. You've got that authority. So don't be afraid to do that. In fact, do that. And make better choices in your own home to brighten it. Sometimes people will pick up something from antique shopping or bring in something in the home that's not good. Ouija boards, tarot cards, other forms of divination. And the reason that this is a problem is it's not the seeking and the looking for answers that is the problem itself. It's how people go about it. When they don't go directly to God, it will be manipulated each and every time. The unholy angels will seek to cause destruction and tag that person as their property. And they will work them over pretty good. So stay away from the things that aren't of God and go direct. Ask God for help. Listen for him. Read scripture in your home. Together. Pray as a family. Hold hands with your spouse. Pray with the children. And teach them about faith. That your house may be a brighter place for God to reside in. For he loves you and you are his children. So, again, if you need extra help, call a priest. You're welcome to look on my website. There's a ton of information there about how to do a house blessing. And again, if you need help, want somebody to come out, and your local priest is not available, not only am I available, but many of those that I've ordained all around the world are available as well. So don't be afraid to ask for help. and pray. Know that you are a child of God, you are loved, and He will help you. Have faith, claim your home for love itself, and God will brighten you and your home. God bless you.